Hi Libra, welcome to your November read. I've got a couple of different oracle decks I'm going to use today, but before we get to that, let's do your Celtic cross spread. We're starting with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Cups, Three of Pentacles at the bottom. Oh, Tower in your recent past. Okay, Seven of Wands in your crown, Six of Wands in your near future. Amazing. Two of Wands, Queen of Wands. Ooh, Three of Swords, and in your outcome you've got the Ten of Cups. What an incredible outcome. Amazing. Bottom of the deck you had the Hanged Man. This feels like a really prominent energy for this month. He's turned up quite a lot through my November reads, this Hanged Man energy. And because he's overseeing your read, wow, the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles under there as well. Yes, because he's overseeing your read, this is really asking you to use this month as much as you can to take time, to make time for yourself, to step away from your ordinary life, to focus and work on things that can just bring you a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. And that Chariot is basically letting you know that you have control of this. You might be hearing this and saying, I can't afford to take time away. I'm too busy. I don't have any space in my life to take time for myself. That Chariot is saying, you're in control. Do what you can to make space, because it's important for you to gain a higher perspective on the situations around you and what's going on within you for this month. There's been a lot of spiritual focus this month. I felt nudged to pull out these other oracle decks, which are much more spiritually orientated. I haven't really used them all that much, but there was a real pull to use them this month. A subtle, powerful nudge to bring them out. So there's obviously an energy for November that's asking us to really support our inner landscape, our energy field, looking after ourselves this month and focusing on what we need, seeing it from a higher perspective. That's what the Hanged Man is asking you to do. So as much as you can, try to make time for yourself to regain your balance, get some clarity, see this from a higher perspective. Feel like that will just help you move through the month more easily. Let's have a look at your oracle cards now. The first deck I've got is the Starseed Oracle, and your card is, you've got the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Yes, indeed, that is what this Hanged Man is asking you to do. Stop. Really take time out. Gosh, this is actually asking more of you than I was originally asking with that Hanged Man energy. The Void is really asking you to go deep. It's pulling you in quite deeply. If you're not particularly spiritual, essentially this is asking you to really be honest with yourself with what you want out of life. If you've been just keeping your head down and focusing on work and not making time to do the things that actually bring you satisfaction and joy, this is going to be the month where that comes to the surface and you have to pay attention to it, because it's going to create a sense of instability in your life. It feels really important to figure out what you want. You're heading towards that Ten of Cups, so things are going to be pretty awesome by the time you get to the end of the month, but it's going to be a bit of a journey, especially because we're starting with the Tower. We'll get to that in a minute though. Go deep, figure out what you want, really be honest with yourself, and just give yourself the space and time to do this. Okay, the other oracle deck I'm using is the Sacred Spirit Oracle. You have living light energy. See the beauty in life. Well, that's awesome. It may be that what's happened for you is that you have been so focused on your ordinary everyday life that you've lost your sense of joy and connection with life in general. It's maybe been all about work or family or commitment, and you haven't been able to connect with your passion or with your joy. Now's the time to reconnect with that. See the beauty in life. Find what it is that helps you recognize that beauty. Give yourself the space and time to look around again. Recognize the beauty around you and try to bring that into your life a bit more. Okay, we're going to look at the main spread. So the Tower in your recent past. You've had, or you might still be going through, some kind of dramatic event. I feel like this is the trigger for why the Void and the Hanged Man have come in for you. Whatever this is, it's really shaken things up. It's kind of forced you to reevaluate things and to look at things from a new perspective. The Tower always comes in when it's needed. So If you are going through a big dramatic shift, there's a reason for it. And look, it could actually be a positive thing. Maybe this is a sudden, unexpected move. It usually ends up being positive in the end, even if when you're going through it, it doesn't feel particularly fun. It usually ends up moving you towards a better position and in a better direction for your life. So try not to resist it. Take the time and space that you need with that hangman energy and let it do its thing. It's got to kind of wear itself out, whatever this is. Like, there's a storm. You can't ask the storm to stop while you recalibrate. You just got to let it do its thing and then do the cleanup afterwards. The heart of your spread, you have the Six of Pentacles. This is about finding your balance again. It's very much pointing to that energy of getting back what you give out. It's possible that one of the things that you're paying attention to now, that you've taken time to look at your life from a higher perspective, is that you realize you're putting out a lot more than you're getting back. It's time to rebalance those scales. You deserve to get back as much as you put out. And it may not necessarily be people taking advantage of you. It might just be that you're out of balance in terms of where you're directing your energy. You might be working all the time and not giving yourself any space for play or for fun or for relaxation. It's time to rebalance those scales. This is the month to do it. The Knight of Cups and your challenge, there is a sense of you resisting heart connections here. I feel like you're being very practical right now. There's a sense of practicality with these two pentacles here. And the Seven of Wands in your crown, it's like you're just trying to get through this. But what you're kind of doing is closing your heart off. And if there's new connections or new possibilities or new opportunities coming your way that have the potential to light up your heart, to reawaken your passion, you're kind of resisting it. This is why this Living Light energy card is here. See the beauty in life. This is asking you to keep your heart open, to reopen your heart, because by blocking it, even though you're dealing with everyday stuff and you're working away, you're sorting things out, you're taking the time to view things from a new perspective, and you're dealing with whatever dramatic shift has gone on recently, it doesn't mean that you should close your heart off. I know it's easier to keep your emotions in check and just be practical, but the surface emotions are different to your heart. You can keep your surface emotions in check, but make sure you keep your heart open. Let yourself feel love. Let yourself feel connection. Find the beauty in life. Do things that actually make you feel love and joy. What brings a smile to your face? That's what this card is asking you to pay attention to. And if you don't have anything in your life right now that does bring a smile to your face, and for some of you, that's actually what's happened here. You've put your joy on hold. You've turned your joy sideways. You've put your love and your passion on hold to deal with your everyday life. It's time to wake this up and bring love and passion back into your life, to bring beauty back into your life, to let yourself make time to do things that make you smile, to connect with your friends or your loved ones that you've been ignoring or avoiding because it's just too much to deal with. They will actually help you. They will actually lift you if you make time for them now. Maybe last month or the month before it wouldn't have worked, but for this month, if you can make time for them, if you can open your heart up to these people or to these hobbies or these activities that make you feel happy and joyful, they'll actually lift you. They won't drain you. Okay. Bottom of the spread, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is the apprenticeship card. What's funny is I'm getting a sense of nervousness with this. This is below the surface. The apprenticeship card is a card of sort of starting at the beginning, building your skills with other people who have a common goal in mind. There's a sense that like this knight is looking straight down at this Three of Pentacles. And I'm feeling this sense of nervousness that comes from a space of you being afraid that by opening your heart up to this new opportunity, it's going to make you vulnerable or it's going to disappoint you. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there is a sense of nervousness here of you starting something new. It's below the surface, so it's not at a conscious level. But that may be part of why you're not allowing yourself to make time to do things that bring you joy. It's like you might be afraid that you're going to be disappointed, or that it's not going to be as good as you remembered or hoped or expected. And I'm connecting it very much with that hopes and fears, that Three of Swords energy. It's possible it's directly connected with this Tower event, but even if it's not, this feels like it's something from your past that has either wounded or disappointed you. And this nervousness, this blocking of this energy comes from that old wound. It's time to release that. That's what this Hanged Man is all about. Seeing all of this from a higher perspective, bringing it into the light, gaining clarity on it, gaining an awakening around this situation, and helping it to heal so that you can see the beauty in life again. The Six of Wands in your near future is so positive. That's victory and celebration. It's time to celebrate. It's time to be recognized for your accomplishments, for your achievements. Let yourself be recognized. Let yourself be celebrated. I think I had this with someone else's read. If it's like your birthday, and I know it's not Libra's birthday right now, but if you're watching for your moon or rising sign or other prominent position in your chart, it's like if it's your birthday coming up, let people celebrate. Even if birthday parties aren't really your thing, the people around you want to celebrate you. So let yourself be celebrated and enjoyed. Acknowledge your accomplishments and enjoy every little victory that you have. As I always say with the Six of Wands, celebrate your small victories. Because the more you can celebrate, the more you'll welcome in this celebratory energy, this sense of joy. And you'll have even more reason to celebrate, because bigger things will come in for you. You're just basically opening your heart up little bit by little bit to bring in that joy and that beauty. Your advice position, we have the Two of Wands. This is about a choice, Libra. You can either stick with the old ways that you know very well. It's something you're very familiar with. It's this sort of repressed kind of head down, working away, no joy energy. Or you can take hold of this possibility that's coming your way. The world is at its fingertips. I don't always give a definitive answer with the Two of Wands regarding decisions, because often either decision is fine, whether you stick with the tried and true or you embrace something new. In your case, in this advice, this is asking you to make the decision to embrace something new. It's time for you to start seeing the beauty in life again. Take action towards bringing joy back into your life, because this is what you're wanting here. You're wanting to embrace this joy. You're wanting to find this balance again in your life. The Queen of Wands in your external factors. This feels like someone in your life who's got a lot of energy and a lot of passion and inspires you to take action and have adventures. Welcome this person back in. I feel like this is linked to this celebration. It's like if you can start celebrating your life and embracing that sense of adventure and fun, welcome in this person. She's going to help lead you towards this Ten of Cups energy. And it doesn't have to be female, obviously. I just said she because it's a queen. But this person or these people around you, they carry this sense of joy with that sunflower there, and they help you recognize the magic in life again. She's got the little black cat at her feet and that magic wand there. She brings the shadows into the light and transmutes them into something magical. I feel like she's just going to inspire you. She's going to excite you. She's going to give you a reason to celebrate and a reason to step out of your ordinary everyday routines. So if you can connect with this person, I feel like your life is going to be a lot more fun. So yeah, we already talked about the Three of Swords and your hopes and fears. There is something here that's being brought to the light, and it feels like it's an old wound. It's just this sense of being afraid that you're going to get hurt again, or that you're going to be disappointed again. But these cards are asking you to be brave, to take this opportunity when it comes along, to have this new adventure. Because you have the Ten of Cups in your outcome. This is promising happy ever after. This is the happy families card. It's emotional fulfillment and finding that joy, seeing the beauty in life. I mean, it's a rainbow. It's the only rainbow in the deck. There's that sense of magic in the air. And what more beautiful symbol is there than a rainbow. Such a mysterious, magical, ethereal, hopeful vision. This is awakening in you. This is awakening in you and for you. So be brave, have this new adventure and welcome this in. It's really positive. It really feels like you're moving towards this, Libra. All right, I'm going to pull some clarifiers for you. I'm kind of drawn to these cards here, the Tower and the Six of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups might come into play. We'll see what comes out. But it's those two cards particularly that feel connected. We just had the Two of Pentacles come out. And, oh, okay, the Six of Pentacles flipped over in the deck as well. So it's the Six of Pentacles clarifying the Six of Pentacles. Interesting, okay. I'm understanding that Hanged Man more now with that Two of Pentacles there. Wow, okay. Queen of Cups flipped over in the deck. I love this Queen of Cups, by the way. She's awesome. This is very interesting. I feel like this Tower has come in to shake things up because it's time for you to make a decision about what you want to do with your life. What are you prioritizing? You have a lot of blessings coming in. It's almost like you believe you need to choose between the practical and the emotional, between the things that are keeping you fed and housed and the things that bring you joy and pleasure and satisfaction. And you're weighing them up as though it's one or the other. And I feel like the Towers come in to shake this up and let you know that you can actually find balance. There's scales there. You can find balance between these two. You can find balance between creating security and abundance for yourself and providing for the people around you and your own emotional fulfillment and satisfaction and joy. It doesn't need to be one or the other. And the Hanged Man is saying it's time for you to look at this from that perspective and see how you can create this for yourself. It's not about juggling the two, it's about integrating them. It feels like there's a way to change things, to shift things, or to shift your perspective on this, to recognize that you can actually have all of these things in your life. You can be emotionally fulfilled and have all of your practical everyday elements satisfied. All right, interesting. I'm going to pull on this Two of Wands now. I want to see if there's anything more I can give you for your advice. Okay, what have we got? The Knight of Swords. Okay, interesting. Oh, here we go. The Queen of Pentacles. And, oh wow, the Tower. You got the Tower twice. That's a rarity. I very rarely get the Tower coming in twice. You got to hear some, okay, intense. Right. What I'm feeling from this is actually a reflection of what's happening up here. That sense that you had that it was like one or the other. This is almost hinting that you kind of felt like if you embrace something new, you'd have to rush in headlong, like you weren't allowed to stop and think about things. It had to be all or nothing, and you could burn the bridges along the way. Like, it didn't matter if you destroyed everything. If you were going to make a decision, it had to be all or nothing, and it would have to be one or the other. You couldn't have that sense of balance that I was talking about. You couldn't have both of them in your life. That's kind of a distorted perspective that you had. And the Queen of Pentacles in here is basically saying you can find that balance, grounding it into a more practical way of embracing this new opportunity. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't need to burn your bridges. You don't have to rush straight into it without stopping along the way. You can take your time. The Knight of Swords often has a recklessness to it, and I feel like there was a fear that you choosing a new path would be reckless and it would cause chaos and disruption all around you. This Queen of Pentacles in between, it's like those two are dominating. You've got one on either side of this Queen of Pentacles. She's basically saying, I can handle this. I can choose to have a new adventure and it doesn't need to destroy everything around me. I can choose to embrace my passions, my creativity, to connect with the earth, to connect with my friends, to do things that bring me joy. And the world's not going to collapse. I don't need to surrender all of my structures. I don't need to dismantle my safety net that I've built for myself. That's really interesting energy. I feel like this fear that embracing something like whatever this new opportunity is that's coming in for you, I feel like this fear is coming from this past hurt, this past disappointment. That all or nothing was maybe prominent in a past situation that was similar to this. Like maybe you were in a relationship that wasn't particularly stable or made you feel particularly secure. And it's sort of felt like that all or nothing. And this is just letting you know it doesn't have to be that way. It can actually be a lot safer and a lot more grounded. This again is why this Hanged Man is coming in. There's a higher perspective that you can gain on this. At this lower level, it might feel chaotic and dangerous to embrace a new adventure. But if you're able to make that space and use that Hanged Man energy and that beautiful void energy to go deep and to see where your wounds are, to bring them into the light and to recognize that you don't need to see the world through the glasses of that wound any longer, you'll start to recognize that you can actually have this balance of having the practical, ordinary, everyday stuff in your world that you need to survive and these structures that you've built for yourself, and you can have this emotional fulfillment. You can have these new adventures that are being promised with that Six of Wands and that Queen of Wands. It's pretty cool. I think I'll pull on that Queen of Wands now. I just want to see if I can get any more. She feels really exciting and a lot of fun. I just want to see if I can get any more energy from that. Any more information from that. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. Nice. That's new seeds being planted. There's like potential there. There's potential for growth, new beginnings. Oh, the King of Cups. I love that. So much joy in that King of Cups. We've now got the King and the Queen of Cups. Wow. This is all promising this emotional fulfillment and joy and satisfaction. The Ace of Swords. Okay, that's fresh new inspiration and new ideas. Whoever this is that I'm talking about with that Queen of Wands, whoever it is for you, it's really reigniting your excitement and passion for life again. It's giving you the sense of promise and hope with that Ace of Pentacles that something new can actually grow. And it's whoever this is, she's going to be bringing you new ideas, or at least opening your heart up enough that this inspiration, these new ideas can come in for you. You're just going to feel inspired. I love this. It's so great. And look at the bottom of the deck. You've got the Three of Pentacles again. It's kind of waking up this energy. I'm going to put it right down here next to the other Three of Pentacles. This was what you were kind of nervous about, and that sense of nervousness that I was feeling. This is a much more chilled out, relaxed vibe, this Three of Pentacles. Three friends on a trip who've just stopped to have a bit of a break. They're on a journey together, and it's very relaxed. There's no stress, there's no pressure here. They're just enjoying the journey. This is what this is about. You can work towards something practical and ordinary and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the ride. That's what this Six of Pentacles was all about in the heart of your spread with those scales there. It was promising that you can have both that practical security and structure and emotional fulfillment and joy, recognizing the beauty in life again. This is so awesome, Libra. Okay. Let me pull 3 final message cards for you. Okay, the Page of Cups. Amazing. He's the one who believes in happily ever after. You could be getting a message or an offer coming your way. Open your heart. Look what flipped over. The Sun card. Oh, Libra, there is so much joy and love available to you. It's so awesome. Whatever this tower is that's happened in your recent past or that you're still sort of dealing with now, this is the reason for it. You need to bring the love and the joy back into your life, and now's the time. November feels like it's really supporting you reconnecting with your joy again in such a beautiful way. Oh, the Death. Okay, your final message, that's really powerful. It's time to embrace this change, to release these old perspectives you had that it's like one or the other, that you can't have your joy and follow your passion and have this safe, secure structure that you've created. It's no longer relevant. The Death is bringing in this change slowly and steadily. It's whatever the Tower is, that was dramatic and sudden. The Death is sort of a slower, more patient energy. It'll give you time to assimilate this, but it's basically clearing the way for this sun to shine on you and for new growth to come in, for your heart to be opened. New possibilities, new joys. I love this. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. How awesome is that? The King of Wands, the Knight of Wands. You're ready for new adventures. So cool. The Empress is very creative. She's ready to birth something new into the world. This is the energy that's here for you in November, Libra. Something new is birthing into your life. And it's this joy, this balance, this groundedness. You can have everything that you want. You can have the safety, the security, the work that satisfies you. It doesn't need to consume you any longer. You can still do it and pursue the things that bring you the most joy. It's amazing. The biggest message though, the one that was overseeing this whole read, was this Hanged Man and this Void. Take the time to see this and recognize this. If you don't take the time to get that perspective, you may end up getting stuck in these old cycles of limitation and restriction and feeling that sense that it's one or the other. So if you gain the perspective that you need, all of these beautiful joys and this new inspiration will open up for you. This is incredible. Have an amazing November, Libra. See you soon.